What's going on, skaters? It's the Aussie Inline Skater here. You've tuned into an event that is the highlight of my typical working week. That is a Brekkie Skate recap. After standing around and twiddling our thumbs for some time, contemplating where exactly we'd go on this high humidity day, we concluded a decision and made our way from the ship in and started making our way to the Brisbane Eye via the South Bank Broadwalk along the Brisbane River. It was particularly exciting, the attendance that we had today. We had a good crew out, everyone was pumped with positive energy, aside from the heat that we were all complaining about a lot. It was really hot, and I myself had some new equipment that I was really eager to get out and sort of show off to everyone and get testing. Those are the Endless prototype frames that I've been sent, and even more exciting and something that you can grab right now via their website, the Endless Blading Undercover Urethane. After a short little hydration stop at the Brisbane Eye, we proceeded to make our way up towards and over the Victoria Bridge for another play around just outside the Treasury Casino. When the Endless Blading Company told me that they were going to send me some 4x100 prototypes, I was pretty excited because I wanted to try 4x100 now that I've gotten used to my 90s, but I did have a little thought in my back of my head, maybe I'm going to clip them, they're pretty long, are they going to be clumsy? But I couldn't have been far from the truth. These frames have been everything that I've wanted, plus more, especially when coupled with the Endless Blading wheels. I'm going to get into detail of what I like about these in a different episode, but for now I can tell you that they are amazing and I have absolutely no dramas manipulating them whatsoever. And I'm not even that tall with a big foot. With some of the new petitioned cycle lanes finalised in the CBD, we decided to utilise this expressway for cyclists to make our way to the Botanical Gardens. Sometimes when you're navigating down a slight decline, you don't necessarily want to stop, accelerate, or slow down too much, but you want to manage your speed. And one of the techniques that I myself and a few of our more experienced skaters use is a zigzag slaloming technique. Check out Nay and Jono here with how their knees are bent, where they're rotating their hips and their shoulders. As they come around to each turn, the inside leg of the circle, if you were to imagine it, has a little bit more knee bend, and this gets them leant over a bit more. The shoulders and hips are turned to the direction that they want to turn, and this allows them to get those really sharp turns. Plus, they're also going from edge to edge. There's a lot going on, but it's very effective. We're on our way to the Howard Smith Wharves via the Eagle Street Pier here, but how cool's this boat?
Do a trick. You've got to have a great know when you're on camera. Just take pictures.
With back-drenching perspiration levels and hellish humidity, it was time for another rest at the end of the Riverwalk. These prototype Endless frames are really proving themselves on my Adapts. I'm finding general manoeuvrability and turning much easier with the centralised alignment. But not only that, that extra frame length out the front and the back of the boot relative to my foot is a godsend. It's actually saved me from a couple of potentially bad falls, being able to fall back just that little bit more without the skate tipping over. If you're a city skater, it's definitely worth investing in a frame that's longer than your foot and has that slight rocker. Endless have a bunch of options that may interest you. I'd recommend going and checking them out. Their website will be in the description below. Pointing the camera away from myself, here's some of our skaters doing some well-executed grass rolls. If you're ever watching one of my episodes and you hear me doing those little noises where I'm whistling and making whoop sounds when I jump, that's when I'm truly in the flow of things and my enjoyment levels are at their peak. We are now on our way to the Tenerife Ferry Terminal via the New Farm Broadwalk after just having a short rest at the Brisbane Powerhouse. Having made it to Tenerife, slightly exhausted, and everyone being hot, we settled for a lengthy rest and some rehydration. With the humidity getting the better of us, some of the skaters were ready to turn around and head back toward the city. We talked amongst ourselves and concluded this was indeed as far as we wanted to skate. So we headed from Tenerife back toward the Story Bridge to grab some brekkie. This was the final part of our stretch before heading up, over and down the Story Bridge to call into the Story Bridge Cafe where we had a nice feed. With breakfast finalised and done and the camera almost dead on battery life, I've got one final last little downhill for you guys to enjoy before I kick off and conclude the episode. If you'd like to kit yourself up with some blading equipment and you're local to the Brisbane area, I suggest extremely highly heading on over into Milton. There's a skate shop called Extreme Skates. They can get busy at the better of times and don't have absolutely everything, but they are extremely enthusiastic and genuinely want to help you out. So, if you want to support a local small business and also get yourself some skate kit, head on over to Extreme Skates. Alternatively, you can visit their website in the description below. That's all I've got for today, ladies and gentlemen, and sentient beings of a higher dimension. If you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so. I've got some really exciting content coming later, where I'll be talking about these prototype endless frames and, even more excitingly, the endless blading urethane. As always, stay sharp, get good, most of all, have fun. I'll see you the next time I roll out.